I'm Greg Zanis, inventor of DreamCar123.com. I'd like to talk to you a few minutes about this drawing that's over here on the wall. What this is a drawing of is a car, the Dream Car, that I drew in 1954. It's a crayon drawing, and I was around 4 years old. I was pretty well obsessed with this project ever since I was a youngster. A couple of weeks ago, I talked to my dad's sister in Spokane, Washington, and she said, well, that's all you ever did is draw drawings of your pyramids and your light beams and of your tunnel car and of your dream car and all these things that I used to do when I was a child. What you see in the drawing here are the fundamental parts of the car. Of course, you see the four wheels on the bottom. You see the apyramidal shape, meaning it comes up slightly and then it goes to a nose cone and then it goes up to a true pyramid shape. You'll also notice a driver inside. You can see his hands. What we see here is an antenna. You see a little bit of headlights here. And you see the sun beating down on the car itself, making us think, of course, that it's a solar-powered car. You also notice that the body is pink in color, which is the color of the existing Dream Car 2. And you'll also notice that it's gold. Everywhere you see is gold, which is also the color of the Dream Car that we have now. I don't know if you can focus in here or not, but you'll see the date 1954, Greg Zanis. And like I say, it's a crayon drawing. We've laminated it. We've got several more of these drawings. And the question is this, I just cannot explain this. How did I come about the Dream Car? Well, when my son Gregory filed for the patent on the Dream Car itself, they said, when was the moment that you decided you want to do that? The moment of light, the moment of when did you decide you were going to build a car? And I told the patent guy, oh, 1954. He said, well, it doesn't make sense, especially when I told him I was a youngster, but it's called a moment of inception. It's on every patent that you apply for. My thinking is that I've always wanted to do this project, even as a baby. My aunt said she used to babysit me. She said when I was a very young kid that I would just talk about all of this stuff. Well, here's like a question. Could I have been born with this knowledge? And if so, how can that be? Could I have possibly had a piece of DNA in me? I mean, is it ludicrous to think that, oh, maybe history is repeating itself? Maybe we lived on another planet. Maybe this whole process that we're going through is repeated itself, and I happen to know this knowledge. For example, pretty soon we're going to talk about a light speed theory where the pyramids reflect light beams into outer space. Well, this is something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was a youngster. If in fact we could aim a light beam all the way into dark space, it would, vice versa, if there was intelligent life out there and they were aiming the light beam all around the universe, for example, if on the Big Dipper there was a spark of light that came off the Big Dipper, we saw a light beam, we would know that somebody's trying to communicate with us. So, of course, I believe that God wants me to do this in my life. And I believe that all knowledge comes from God. And then I cannot explain why I have the dream that I have, but I'm going with it. I believe that you can't accomplish a dream by not accomplishing a dream. So this is Greg Zanis, and I'm trying to be a little bit philosophical on this particular video. But like I'm posing a question, how is it that I am so obsessed with this huge project that most people have never seen any part of it? And thank you very much. And I'm Greg Zanis.